Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. On the 31st of December 2022, I had the Ukrainian Defense Minister Oleksiy Reznikov stating in an article taken from an article from, I think it was Ukrainska Pravda, from the 30th of December, that the Russians will close their borders and they will start a general mobilization within 7 days, and he gave the date of 5 of January 2023. Well, we are on the 6th and over there they're on the 7th. So that was incorrect. It's okay. Then they said that the Russians will start the mobilization sometime in January. Now we got more information on how many people the Russians will mobilize, because the Russians will conduct a almost general mobilization. Almost. It's going to be a partial but bigger than the first one, or the first one, the last one, let's put it this way. This article comes from the New Voice of Ukraine from January 6th, 2023. This is the title. Russia plans to mobilize 500,000 troops, Ukrainian intelligence says. Now with these guys is hit or miss. That's the way I go with them. It could be not, it could be. But let's see what kind of evidence they have. Or they're not going to provide probably evidence, but let's see what they say. Moscow is going to mobilize 500,000 men to prepare for a new offensive in Ukraine. Ukrainian Ministry intelligence spokesman Vadim Skibitsky told The Guardian on January 6th. Skibitsky said it would take Russia about 2 months to assemble the military formations, and their battlefield effectiveness would depend on how well equipped and trained they are. No shit. He added that much will also hinge on the continued supply of Western ammunition and weapons to Ukraine. That means West, give us more, because these guys are really going to mobilize now. He added that Ukraine's intelligence services expect a new wave of Russian mobilization to be announced on January 15 now. So hey, Reznikov said 5. Now is over there in your little area is 7. Now you say 15. They do like they do with children. That's how you do with children. Children have a short attention span. So when they, when they start being restless, let's say you stay in line to buy a ticket, or you are walking home with a kid in tow, the kid loses its or her patience. So you have to fool the kid. Well, you have to talk, ask questions, get the kid's mind out of it. Or it's thirsty. I remember when I was a kid and I was thirsty, and I was asking my mom, I'm thirsty. And my mom was trying to talk to me and just get my mind away. My mind was still at water. So anyway, what you do is say, okay, you see that corner over there. After that corner, we get home. Or it's a little bit more and we get home. When we get over there, you hope the kid forgot. So when the kid gets over there, he didn't forget. He said, hey, you said here is home. Well, no, it's a little bit longer. You show another point. And again, you fool the kid again. Try to. And then the kid, after you reach that point, hey, you said here it is. No, it's actually that way. So this is the way these guys do with us. They said the Russians will have the mobilization on the 5th. Now, that didn't occur. They said they're going to have it on 15. Probably on the 15th is not going to be announced. Probably going to say, as I said earlier today, sometime in January. When sometime in January will not occur, they're going to say this spring. Okay? And after this spring, I don't know, the war ends or something. So he added that the invaders are focusing on getting as many combat-ready troops as they can, while planning a new major offensive in Ukraine. On January 4th, Ukrainian Deputy Defense Minister Hanna Maliar said that amid large losses of personnel, Russia was preparing the second wave of so-called partial mobilization in the first quarter of 2023. So you see, the fluctuation is so big that you say, how about in our lifetime? Let's make it that way. And that could be, I don't know, for 40 years, 20 years, 30 years, depending. How about that, Maliar? And the Russians will have another general mobilization in our lifetime. Okay, that's very accurate. Thank you very much. You're not lying. You're just assuming. Earlier, the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine reported that the next wave of mobilization in Russia was planned for January, February 2023. So as of now, I have the 5th of January, the 15th of January, January to February, and the other one was first quarter of 2023, and mine was in our lifetime. Which one do you think is going to be accurate? I guarantee you mine will be. I don't plan on dying in the next, I don't know, 3 years at least. So I think within the next three years, if the war continues, then the Russians going to have a mobilization. Probably is going to occur. So I'll be the right one. And they will be the not so right ones. But hey, who cares? They don't send this kind of, they don't make these articles for me or you. They make these articles for those guys over there who are below 86 IQ, who shit their pants if they hear in the middle of the night a knock somewhere. Those people who are afraid if they hear that, I don't know, there will not be enough bread, maybe, possibly, I don't know, next year in fall, they're going to go right now and buy the whole bread, like they did with the toilet paper and all that towel and all that bullshit when it was the COVID-19. Who do you think bought that one? All these cowards, the weak. Yeah, that's the way. They say, well, they planned ahead. Really? How do you plan ahead? You buy toilet paper? Jesus Christ. You've never been anywhere in your life. You need that toilet paper. You buy the whole toilet paper. They still have toilet paper right now from 2019 or 20 with a pandemic. They still have it. The same toilet paper because they bought thousands. That's why when you went over there, it was a shortage. Because of the weak. The weak, scaredy cats, the cowards, weak cowards, however you want to call them. That's why they love democracy, because that's the only time when they have power. Otherwise, being weak, they don't. So they love democracy, because through that, they're going to be 5 weak people with against a strong person, you, for instance, they're going to win. Illegally, and hey, they're going to tell you have to work within the system. That means you can grab them by the pussy or by the neck, by the, I want to say balls, not balls, ding-a-ling, whatever they have, peanuts, and toss them around. You can't do that because you have to work within a system. And the system is, we vote, we are equal. And that's the great equalizer on this society. Great mass democracy. Are you into happy? I'm not. I'm not whatsoever. I was always for meritocracy and quality and development, personal development. And through personal development, you drag your society with you. But hey, here no, you go with the weakest, the most coward person in society, and that's the pinnacle of, we have to all go down, turn off our engine of creation and whatever we might try to do, because we have the weakest, and we don't have to be kind. Be kind. Jesus Christ, man. I saw some and I'm not making fun of this, but I think a society that looks on down to supposedly progress, it's involution, however you want to take it. But it's okay. They are okay over there. They want only us to, dilute ourselves here. They are over there. They're just fine. They still send their kids to the best schools. They still teach them ancient philosophy. They still teach them about, the Trojan War and others and philosophers. And as I said, but we learn Maya Angelou and Elie Wiesel, the Nobel laureate for literature. That's how. No. Milton gone. Shakespeare gone. Those are white men. No. We should have Maya. Garbage. Yeah, garbage. I read it. Garbage. Why? Because I read others too. And I can compare. If you don't read, you can compare. If all you read is Maya, Angelou, and Elie, then of course you say those are, yeah, man, so deep. And this is the society we live in. Correct? Correct. Yeah, I was telling you about the calendar. When I used to work, I don't know, more than 10 years ago, I worked in some kind of department, and they brought some calendars, and the calendars were Olympic calendars, but they were not the Olympians. It was a different kind of Olympics. That was the calendar. So we were looking at quality Olympians, and those were Olympians. Here you are, very good. You improved yourself. That's great. But in the whole scheme of things, for me or for my children, that's the generation is low. I want the Olympians, those ones, Olympians. So I was making a point on that, and I was like, looked like weirdo. But hey, because I came from Romania, I have an accent. They thought, this is just a weirdo. They couldn't understand how ridiculous they are and how they fuck up their own society. Now mine as well. I'm supposed to keep my mouth shut? No, I'm not keeping my mouth shut. When I see an Olympian, I want the best runner. I want the best vault jumper. I want the best whatever vault. I want the best. I don't want the best coming, I don't, good for you. But that's it. That's it. That's not for the society. Treat them nice, with love and care. But Olympians, anyway. So the great mobilization will start sometime in our lifetimes, okay? Promise. Cross my heart, hope to die whenever. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.